Alright, hi. Welcome to episode 4, guys, on Big and Buff's Amazing Adventure. And today, by the title, you can see the subject I want to talk about is becoming an adult. And the reason I picked this particular subject was I was on Facebook the other day, and I see this a lot on Facebook. It's like adulting. Like, oh, I don't want to do adulting today. And I'm like, do you, do do you even have an option? Is that like I didn't think you could like opt out of it. Like, you know what I mean? Um, so I thought that'd be a interesting topic to cover today, and it's kind of gonna tie in everything I've been talking about the last few days, which has been a lot. We've been covering a lot of ground, and but I want to kind of review a couple things because, like I said, the first two episodes I know were a little echoey. I got the echo finally fixed, but like I said, I'm gonna kind of cover over what we've cover over what I've discussed, some of my thoughts, and then um, kind of tied into this concept of becoming an adult. And also tonight we are joined by my dog, who decided to jump right on my lap before I started streaming. Oh, there he is. I don't know if you can see him. So he's gonna be just chilling on my lap, I guess, while I play. As for WoW, in terms of WoW, guys, tonight I'm going to be heading over to Dark Shore, just waiting for the boat. So I'm going to be going over here and doing a bunch of quests in this zone. Okay, and hopefully by the end of the night, I will be done in Dark Shore. It's been a while. I got my leveling guide up, so if I need to refresh my memory on some stuff I gotta do, I'll do that. But anyways, guys, let me kind of let's go into it. So I want to be clear. One of the inspirations for this channel, for doing this, was from Dr. Thunder. He's a jazz musician, and we don't really have the same audience. Like, he usually talks to like the black community about African American issues, but I do admire. I have seen a few of his episodes, and I do admire his. I kind of like what his channel does, and I thought I would emulate it. Basically, you know. He's, like I said, he's a jazz musician, so he plays jazz, and he puts clips on that. Kind of similar to what I'm doing with this, right? I'm putting up streams of me playing the game. He does that with jazz, right? But then he has like conversations and he monologues, kind of like how I'm monologuing here, and I really like it. And I just drew, like I said, I drew inspiration from him. He and I have a lot of similar views of the world. He's a little more, he's probably a little bit more better mannered than I am, to be frank. But regardless, like I said, I drew inspiration from him, and I thought this, it's kind of what gave birth to this channel. So anyways, guys, with that in mind, so kind of getting back to the becoming an adult, like I said, I have had this conversation with quite a few people. And I think it's like in society today, guys, we just have a lack of maturity, real maturity. And you know what? We might have always been lacking maturity. Like, right? It just might be so more prevalent because we're so well connected now. You can see everyone act like, you know. It used to be like every village had an idiot. Well, now you can see all the village idiots online. That might be why it feels like we're drowning in immaturity. But I don't know, man. I just think we are lacking real adults. Like I said in my opening, some people are like, "Oh, I don't want to be an adult today." I'm like, "Well, I don't think you don't have the choice of opting out. Like, what's the alternative, right? Forever children? Like, is that forever child? Is that really what you want? I don't want that. I don't think that's good. I don't know why other people want that. And it's kind of, there's a little bit of irony in this too, of me talking about this subject while playing on a video game. But I don't think I've met some of the people I've met online have been the most immature people and the most mature people. Like, I've met the full spectrum. So, one moment. You want down, buddy, or you want to just? Hey, buddy, you want down? Sorry. Come here, buddy. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what how, like I feel like I might just use the forever child word because I kind of like that. Like your life stagnates, right? So it's a slow and painful death in my opinion. Going that route, I don't think that's a I don't think that's a good route to take. But then you gotta ask yourself why is it like that? Why are we in such a state? And I kind of touched on this concept. And this concept will be really important for like future episodes. So I'm gonna kind of go into it because like I said, I'm gonna be referencing back to this idea a lot. And I borrowed a biblical term because I think it captures it. I think it captures the idea brilliantly. It's called to home. And biblically that means like the abyssal sea. It appears quite a bit early in Genesis and a few places later on. Basically, guys, how what it captures, what I think it captures brilliantly is the concept of drowning in dread. Okay, I think it's a really that's what it's getting at. Like they use it's a metaphor for that. So like think about what's the most dreadful situation you could be at? Lost at sea with no starlight, like right? That's kind of how they describe the abyssal sea, and that's how they describe to home in the Bible. It's just a sea without light. It's just waves and darkness, no sense of direction, just utter darkness, utter bitter water too, like salt water too. So like you would die if you tried to drink it, right? Kind of. It just sounds like. But everyone understands this term when they talk about the home in the Bible. We all understand, or you're supposed to understand it as a symbol. And I really thought like what was it symbolizing? Like what is it trying to capture? And I think that sense of dread, that drowning sense of dread is what it's aiming at. And like I said, I'm gonna be coming back to this concept over and over again because I think it's a very critical concept that's not really discussed a lot. And I think that's a shame because I think it really adds context, it adds clarity to a lot of things. Like we like let's use Noah's flood, right? I think it is foolish that we teach that as a literal water coming out of the sky flood. Okay, now that I actually can read the Hebrew, I can read a little bit of it, and I know what the words are saying, what they mean. Like the home, they discuss the home, and there's another sea, biblical sea called Mabal. We'll get that later. But basically, the flood is not ordinary water. That you're not supposed to be envisioning ordinary water. From this story, what you're supposed to be envisioning is, to be frank, like the world. Not only does the world so let me kind of give you the context of what I'm. Let me kind of back up a bit to give you the context of what I mean by the flood, because I think once you actually understand the story and see like the symbolism of it, it's way scarier than like just 40 days of rain. Way scarier. So in Sodom and Gomorrah, if you read that story as Mabal, which is let me kind of like I want you to think of it this way. Like I think everyone who's, even if you're not religious, you've heard this concept. Like you got the heavens, you got the earth, and then you got the underworld dash hell. Right? We've all seen that. We all know that we've all seen that. Like every religion has something like that. Like heaven, earth, hell, type of thing. Mabal is meant to be the like the sea, that like the heavenly sea that separates earth and heaven, and then To home, which I'm talking about, is supposed to be the sea that kind of like separates like hell and earth. Okay, so if you kind of can see, like if you kind of grasp this, like this, the three tier existence that a lot of religions have, and there's like a sea that separates them. That's actually, you get that in like mythology too. A lot of books know this. Like a lot of like if you read like Clive Barker, he has a lot of his works have like a mythical sea that's connected to them. This is where he's getting that idea from. Greek mythology, they don't use seas; they use rivers. Like the rivers divide, the underworld from the earth. I think it's the river Styx. Instead of a sea, it's they use a river, but it's still a body of water. And then there's another river they use in it too that kind of separates like their heavenly place where good souls go to from earth. I can't remember the river, the other river, but it's the same concept, guys. Like a body of water separates the different planes of existence, right? So this is kind of visually what I want you to think of. So when the flood story happens, and we'll kind of get this back. Kind of got off on a tangent here. Actually, I didn't really mean to go into this today, but in the flood story, so you got the heavenly sea above and the Tehom, which is below, and they both push down on the physical realm. That's actually what's happening in the flood. It's not just rain; it's coming up from the ground too. It even says that. And it's kind of hard to, like I said, some of the words are changed in English because they don't carry well over into English. Like there's no good English view of them, but then I'll get this. Is there another? No, I don't have anything like that. Before I leave today, though, I'll have to get that. So anyways, so like I said, home is meant to be viewed in like a very symbolic way, and I think it's this drowning sense that people, the thing they were trying to capture in the story was like this drowning sense of dread that people feel even today. Like, so I've been talking to a lot of young people, and a lot of people just feel hopeless. I mean, hopeless. And I don't quite where. I feel like there's a quest I'm missing. I think it's on a second floor of one of these houses. And I just think Tehom kind of symbolically, I think that's what they were aiming at. I think that's a really good word for this concept I'm talking about. And so when young people, and I felt this too, feel like hopeless, they feel like they can't get ahead, they feel like they're being drowned or crushed. I like to use the word crushed. Where is it? It's a gnome. I'm looking for this gnome. I think Tehom really represents the drowning sense of the equation. It might be up here. And I think, so I'm looking for this quest. Is he up by here? He might be up here. And I just like I said, the essence they're trying to capture is a sense of helplessness. There he is. So I was like, look. Alright, I think we gotta kill. Let's put these all. Cool. I think these so anyways, like I said, a lot of people are like, well, feel trapped. They feel like they're drowning. And they don't know what to do. Right? How do you using the sea metaphor? How do you find your way back to land? How do you I think I can use this now, right? Yeah, I'll use this. How can you find success? Like, what is success? What is oh wow, really hits. what do you do? So I really thought about this, and I think escaping to home, as I like to put it, there's 3 goals, and I think the goals are, and these are just starter goals, right? Like these are like, I call them foundational goals. It's things you need to do to get the foundation of your life right, and then after that, the world just opens up. And the 3 goals were presented to me by my mentor, Good Looking Loser, and I'm gonna just say them off. First is you gotta get the body fat down, right? I've talked about losing weight. He says there ain't no reason why anyone can't have a 6-pack, right? It's just you not wanting to stick to a diet, you not being disciplined enough to do it. Okay, that's the first thing he touches on. Well, I'm getting a lot of these. The second thing is, and this is the controversial one, is he tells people to go bang 100 girls. Okay, some guys or some people are not gonna like that message. They are just not gonna love that message. But I think they missed the point of that goal. It's to okay, you go on, you do a lot of dating for a couple of years, and the best one, the one that you want to settle down with, rises to the top. Okay. So that's the concept of the goal. That's how I've come to understand it from him. Okay. You're trying to do 2 objectives. You're trying to get the urge out of you, and you're trying to find a partner that hopefully out of the 100 rises to the top. And it might be more than 100, it might be less than 100, but the 100's what kind of the number he throws out there. So like I said, the first goal though, the 10% body fat, you doing that builds discipline, right? You build discipline, you build habits, you build a routine. Okay. The second one is you're going to find a partner that's going to support you and help you in your life. And the third one, this third one he didn't really say was a goal, but I might as well become a goal because he advocated for it. So, $1 million bank account. Okay, not net worth, not I got $1 million invested, not any of that. $1 million bank account. Okay, after you have the $1 million, you can I can't care anymore. Oh, I gotta do some selling. Shit. After you got the $1 million, you can you can do whatever, but $1 million bank account. Okay, that's after taxes, and like I said, after taxes, no debt, not net worth, $1 million. Okay, that's a hard one, right, guys? That's scary. All those goals are a little bit scary. A lot of those goals are overwhelming for a lot of people. There we go. Lagged a bit. Some people just aren't going to do any of them. And he advocates that you go for it. You go for it. He advocates you really go for it. Cool, right? I don't need this anymore. Okay. So that's okay. So again, goal number 1, get a 6-pack. Really, the first goal is learn the dress, get your body in shape. He pushes some hardcore things. Get your body, just transform your body from below average to above average. Okay, that is what he pushes. Okay, meet the 100 girls. Okay, he pushes that through just simply going out and talking to them, right? And then the last one is get the $1 million in the bank. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And I'm not saying those are your only life goals, and I'm not saying that should be everything that you do those 3 and your life's complete. What I'm saying is you do those 3 and the world opens up to you. That is the idea, right? Now you have now money's not an issue. Now finding a partner is not an issue. Now your physical health is not an issue. Okay, this is what you need to do, right? This is the dream. This is the goal. This is the fantasy, whatever you want to call it. So we got our goals, right? We got our foundational goals. And like I said, not everyone's going to agree with these goals. Some people are going to be animately against these goals. These goals are amoral. But I'm going to say that these goals are not good. They're not bad. They are amoral. Okay, I do not think you should put a moral. I do not think you should put you should not put a moral attachment to them, and you should also not use these goals to validate yourself. Validation is basically it's the thing. Chris, good looking loser, he hates validation. He is against validation. Validation is when you try to use external factors to make you want people, instead of believing you're valuable and important, you need external factors to make you valuable and important, right? That's the issue. He finds it repulsive, to be honest. And I understand what he's saying. It is repulsive because it's probably why some people don't like simps, because the guy doesn't feel like he's worth anything unless the girl likes him, right? Which ironically, that's probably the most repulsive thing you can do. Okay, so validation, evil, bad. The two things he actually harpers against, and I come to embrace this, is comfort, or I call it stagnation. Like, you should be repulsed by stagnation, and you should and the other thing you should be repulsed back is by validation, right? You should not need other people to validate it. You should know if you did good in the day or not, right? If I stick to my diet, let me just put it like this: if I stick to my diet, I hit the gym, and I did everything on my to-do list, I should be like, yeah, I'm a fucking rock star, okay? I am awesome, right? You accomplishing your daily goals is all the validation you need, okay? If you like, oh, I need someone to, if you need somebody else's approval, that is validation, okay? If you need somebody's permission to feel good about yourself, that's no good. That's no bueno. No bueno. Okay, guys? It's not good. I can't remember. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's not right. Is that right? I think I fucked up. Where, just south. Oh, yeah, I fucked up. It's not the right one. So yeah, that is validation. And you should not be using these goals to validate it. You need to have a really strong belief in yourself before you attack these goals. In fact, probably the 10% body fat one, you saying I got a six pack, that's the validation, right? You did that. You gave yourself the permission to do that. You gave yourself the approval to do that. So that's where it needs to come from. And then the other two will just naturally spring for it, right? Okay, but this is all easy, right, guys? Okay, so these sound like good goals. These sound like goals that every guy wants. But how do you achieve them, right? That's a different monster entirely. How do you achieve these goals? And there it is. And I'm pretty sure all of us know the answer, but we're gonna go through that, guys. We're gonna go through each of these. Oop. Oh, I hit way much harder with this wand. So let's go through it, guys. Man, I thought I could get it. So let's go with the 10% body fat one, right? That's where you need to start at. That's where you need to go. That's the dream. It's really simple, guys. Diet's gonna get you like 80% of the way there. And working out's gonna get you the other 20. Okay. So if you only had a choice between the working out and the diet, you're gonna have to stick with the diet. Okay, you're gonna have to stick to the diet hardcore. And the diet I'm gonna keep is very simple, guys. And this type of diet was first introduced to me by Chris, but I have since heard other people speak on it, and I've have a different, a more simplified version of it, guys. So we could talk about calories in, calories out, all day, right? Really, guys, it's just you need to keep your insulin level. You don't want to spike your insulin level, so you're gonna be eating lots of meat, okay? And vegetables, green vegetables like the broccoli, the cauliflower, the green beans, the kale, that type of vegetables, right? The stuff that we all hate. And it's very simple, guys. And I have to thank Alex Hormozy for this because he's the one who showed it. Now I'm not. I understand these numbers I'm about to give, guys, are a little probably a little. You might need a little less than what I'm about to say, guys, or you might need a little bit more. But these are just good general guidelines. If you're a woman, guys, 1 pound of meat a day, and then fill up on vegetables. 1 pound of meat a day, fill up on vegetables. If you were a man, 2 pounds of meat a day. The rest you fill up on vegetables, and that's it. That's your diet. That's I know. Well, no calorie counting. Just 2 pounds of meat, or 1 pound of meat and vegetables. And you're gonna stay away from the barb. Now, that's what you eat. What you don't eat is you don't eat the cupcakes, you don't eat the pastas, you don't eat the breads, you don't eat the rice, you don't eat the corn, you don't eat the ketchup or the barbecue sauces or anything that's sweet. No potato chips, no ice cream. If it's got sugar or food, or if it's got any type of sugar, or if it's deep fried, you cut it. Or if it was made in a processing plant, you cut that shit right out. Okay, you don't eat that. You just eat the vegetables and the meat. That's it. And what you drink, water, coffee, or iced, no sugar, just iced tea. Okay, mostly water. That's it. That's the diet. Okay. That's going to help you lower your... That's going to keep your insulin levels low, okay? And you don't have to count calories because you will be under a calorie restriction, guys. You just are. Because you're not going to be eating the pastas. You're not going to be like that's where the too many calories come in each day. Is that shit right there? It really is. So that's what you eat, okay? And it's hard. I tell you, sometimes I falter. I do. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. It is hard. It is hard. So, that's step one, guys. That is step one. All right? Get the diet. Weightlifting, guys. I like a 3 days a week. I have to look them up. I might do that tomorrow. But 3 days a week, weightlifting, guys. I'm actually, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna take that back. I don't care what workout program you use. I think they all could work as long as you're lifting weights and you're in the gym at least three times a week lifting weights, right? I like 3, like 1 day on, rest day, 1 day on, rest day, 1 day on, 2 days off, right? That's I think that's important. Oh, is this guy trying to kill us? I hope not. That's it. You're gonna do this every day. You're gonna keep to this program for the next. Let me see here. I'm 35 now. Next 50 years, but I should still be in the gym at 90. Okay, guys, I should still be in the gym at 90, right? So that's 55 years I got of gym in me left. Okay, guys, this is not a. I think this is the most to be honest, I think this is the most undervalued thing. Like if I was a parent, the first thing I would do when my kid was 16 and could drive and buy him a gym membership and be like, you want a car? You gotta go to the gym 3 times a week. I swear to God, I think it is the most undervalued asset, the undervalued thing a parent can do for their child. I really do. In fact, the moment they're old enough to safely go to the gym, like at 12 years, like when they hit puberty, you should be taking your kid to the gym. Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, you should take them and you should show them that it's fun, it's entertaining, it's like a game. That is, I don't know why it's $10 a month, man. It's $10 a month. Like, I don't understand. Even if it was $30 a month, that is a cheap hobby. That is a cheap hobby for somebody to really get them into. I don't understand why we undervalue that. But we do. We absolutely do. The exercises. So I've done a bro splits and I've done full body, and it seems like I'm gonna be frank. It seems like 3 times a week full body works, and that's basically, guys, you do one chest exercise, one back exercise, one leg exercise. And then and probably should do one shoulder exercise too, but the shoulder gets hit. But really, it's the back, legs, and chest. You do one, and then like throw in some random, maybe a little bit of cardio. Yeah, I actually like cardio. Basically, you just do one every other day, right? And the three big exercises that I don't care what program you should do is doing a chest press, deadlifts, and squats, leg squats. That's going to be like the foundational, and then the other 7, there's some debate, but those 3 are pretty well build muscle. Do those 3 plus some others. Maybe I'll look. I've been trying different exercises. I just got a suggestion from a video I saw of the 10 exercises. I'm gonna probably review it and really start doing it. It's gonna be like a 3-4-3. So like Monday I'll do 3 exercises. Wednesday I'll do 4, and then Friday I'll do 3. So that's 10 hard exercises. I also do one thing I have done though. I've done because I was having a really hard time gaining with my chest. I felt like I was not working it out properly. And I just tried this and it worked really good. And Athlete X gave me Jeff at Athlete X gave me this suggestion. It was so you do like let's just say you got like 200 pounds and you're doing chest presses, and you're trying to do 100 reps and you do 30 and you're maxed out. So then you take like say 50 pounds off and you're able to do another 30. And then you take another 50 pounds off. Now you're at 100 and you're able to do the last 50. Right? You just keep scaling it down until you get to the 100 reps. Worked really well. So I'm gonna try that with the 10 exercises that were suggested, and I'm gonna see what the results are. I think I'm kind of excited to give this a whirl. But that might be tomorrow's episode. Exercises we all should do. But yeah, that's basically the formula. Like I said, diet is the more important of the two. Diet is the more important of the two. So I'm just reading this. But once you have your diet tuned in, really start hitting that gym. And then the last thing, if you really want to help speed up the process, guys, is to get a hobby that is physically active. So it could be volleyball, it could be skiing. I like partner dancing. That's my big thing, partner dancing. I actually heard the trifecta, and this is martial arts, dancing, and gym workout. But I've never had the time to really implement all 3. Maybe one day. Though I do know some MMA people. I might have one. I'm gonna see if I can get one of them on for an interview, and see what their feelings are about things. But yeah, that's step 1. All right, where do I go next? I am. Sorry, I'm just looking at this. Oh, okay, kill the flashers. I did that. Is that really everything? Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, I gotta go back to town. I gotta turn that in. Okay. Alright, yep, I gotta turn this in. So that's the workout goal, right, guys? That's the goal. That's how you get that. That's a simple thing. In fact, I should go. I'm gonna weigh myself tomorrow. We're gonna really hit this hard, guys. I wanna be a good inspiration to you guys. I've been lagging on this goal for fucking ever. Fucking lagging. No time like the present. The other thing that kind of goes. These are sidetracks. Is you wanna have a good build a good wardrobe, guys, after you get lean. And there's actually some. I'm not really a specialist in like well dressed, but just a little edge. A little edge goes a long way. So that's goal number one, guys. That's action number one. Two. The two first actions: workout and diet. Now the women goal. Now this one kind of. This one frustrates guys. I think why don't you? So I'm gonna take a controversial take. I'm gonna have a controversial take on this. Tinder doesn't count. I know you can scream all you want at that. You can scream all you want at that statement, but I'm not. Now here's the thing. Because I know some guys who are very good at Tinder and they do really well. And I don't have this issue with them, but they were good with. They were good with women outside of Tinder. Yeah, they were good with women outside of Tinder. So that's why I say the 100 girl thing cannot be through Tinder. Some people do that. I think it's gotta be cold approach, or social approach, or whatever you want to call it. It's gotta be done in the real world. Because everything looks easy on an internet. Everything's easy on an internet screen. But face to face is a little bit different. So 100 girls. Hobbies, and if you're healthy weight, dressed like attractive. And you just go talk to people. You're gonna do well with the women, okay, guys? As long as you're not like a complete fucking idiot. So basically, Chris's advice is just talk to girls. That's it. Just talk to girls. Look good. Talk to girls. That's it. Nothing more. Some guys are probably like, oh man, can't be that. Sure, that's all there is. Blah blah blah. That's it. Now I got actually somebody gave some really good talking advice once, and I thought I was like, wow, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I wrote it down. He said in a conversation, there are two things to remember. One, and this is the more of not to do something dumb. Don't talk about insecurities. If there's something on your mind, like, oh, if she finds this out about me, she might not like me, so I'm gonna bring it up now. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's bad. It's bad. And then the second thing is to talk about your aspirations, like what are you trying to achieve in your life. So that's it. And then I added a third, and this comes with listening, which is a fucking lost skill these days. Listening. When you listen to a conversation, when you listen to somebody speak, what you should be doing, is repeating back to them. Okay, so you should let's say someone tells you they're trying to start a business, right? And that you're listening to them, and some people are trying to start a business because they want to not work the 3 to 5 or 9 to 5 anymore. Other people are starting a business because they want to escape poverty, which is not the same as not wanting to work a 9 to 5. Those are two different goals. Like there's two different motivations. Some people are trying to do it because they're trying to impress the family. Whatever. Like, there's different motivations between why some people would start a company. You need to repeat back to the person. So you're trying to. So, like, they say, I want to start a business, and they go into the whole big story why, and you kind of come to a conclusion. So, you're trying to escape poverty. You're trying to, because they won't come out, they usually won't come out and just say what the motivation is. But if you can nail the motivation, right? If you can nail the motivation, like, you listen to them and you understand the motivation and you say back the unspoken motivation, it makes like they will feel like you heard them, right? Oh, this guy hears me. He hears me. He sees me. He understands me, right? So these are the three things: conversation, and there's probably guys out there that have way more killer tricks than that. Way more killer tricks to talking to people than that, right? But those are the three things, guys. And like everyone says, a good sense of humor, but that's just in life in general. That should be in like all situations. But yeah, if you approach things with good humor and friendship, you try to understand people's motivations. You don't speak about your insecurities, and you talk about your own dreams and aspirations. That's way better advice than a lot of people are getting. What the fuck is this box at? So bad. Should be around. I should be right around here. I should have fucking turned Questy on. That shit always lags my game though. Where is it you at? Where are you at? Like, we could talk about subtext a little bit, but I don't. I think that, there it is. That's a very advanced idea. Well, not advanced. It's a hard idea to explain. I think if you just did that for a while, you'd probably be good. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We gotta kill these fucking moon. We gotta kill some tigers. Gotta kill some tigers. Uh-oh. This bear does not look good. Do I help him? Heal the bear. Heal the bear. Alright, oh, I gotta turn my fucking flower finding on. Bad, so bad. Bad at this game. So yeah, those are my conversation things, guys. I'm not a conversation expert, sadly. Even though I like conversations, I love conversations. I am not the best speaker, unfortunately, but hey, sometimes that's the cards life throws you. So yeah, we've talked about hobbies and a few conversation things that I keep in mind. Working out. Now, last how to get $1 million in the bank, a bank account. Well, there's really only two ways to do it, guys. Increase your income and cut spending. We're gonna cut spending, guys, because the biggest expense you're gonna have in your life, guys, taxes. So you should be learning how to reduce that shit. Okay. There's a book. I got here. I showed this the other day, guys. For cutting taxes, guys, I suggest the Tax and Legal Playbook by George J. Kohler. It's an endorsement. Okay. Biggest expense, taxes. The other one, okay. So, if you can reduce your taxes to the absolute minimum, that's an increase, right, guys? That's a bottom line increase, right? But you can only lower shit so much, guys, right? You can only lower things so much. So what's the other option? Well, it's increased income. And that's a little harder for some people, man. That takes work. That takes real work. Oop. But I'm gonna give you two skills. The book I would suggest, guys, is One Page Marketing Plan. This is gonna teach you how to set up an entity, a business that with the idea of saving taxes. Holy shit! And then the other book will teach you how to create a marketing plan that you can use so that entity generates income for you. All right, guys. So fucking bears everywhere. Sorry. So anyways, guys, gotta go to that blue wing over there. Boy, we are moving pretty quickly through this list I have up. I don't know what that guy's doing. So you are trying to, like I said, up your income, and the two best skills you guys can do for that is sales and marketing, right? Find something that you can sell, either a skill or a product or any of that, and learn sales and marketing and just fucking promote the shit out of that product, right? Just promote the fuck out of it. Wait, what do I have to do? I don't even know what I have to do. Oh. So that's it. I'm not saying that's easy. The book I suggested will help you with the marketing, and then I suggest after you have the marketing program, you have an outline for marketing. I would suggest you. Oh, right level. Cool. I suggest then you look into Alex Hormozi stuff, and you really start implementing. Like once you have the book I gave you, the one-page marketing plan by Alan Dibb, is a strategy. Okay, it's an overall strategy. It's not like everything in fine detail. It's just like, hey, this is an overview, a simplified overview to help you understand the steps from going from idea to making money. Okay, once you have that in place and you're like, okay, I kind of got a little bit of everything, you use Alex Hormozi's stuff to really fine tune each of there's 9 steps, fine tune each of the steps. Okay, and that is my suggestion on how to get money. Now I've been using that. I actually been I play with those concepts in this game, guys. Actually, like right now, the stream, I'm using an Alex Hormozi naming strategy in this, and then but I have used it in my real job and to some success. So that's my suggestion, guys, on how to start building wealth while paying the minimal amount of taxes. And you really, like I said, you don't want to try to get that $1 million bank account though until after you've gotten the fitness and the girl thing figured out. Look at Alex Hormozi, right? He got the fitness thing taken care of. I don't know what his how many girls he went through before he found his current wife, but it sounds like he had a time in his life where he's a partier. So he's basically, and he's got way more than $1 million in the bank account right now. So that's he kind of looks like followed the same kind of the same general path that Chris suggests. And like I said, each guy will probably focus a little bit differently on, like, probably put more emphasis on one of the 3 stages than others. But that's generally it, guys. So we got actions, right, guys? We got actions. Okay, quite a bit of action, guys. That's like a year's worth of actions. What I just gave you guys, like a year's worth of actions. You can start doing right now. Really, the 3 biggest newbie goals. I had this the other day. The 3 biggest newbie goals is not even the 6-pack. Just get to a healthy weight. eliminate your debt and have a hobby that you can interact that gets you to interact with people in the real world. That's those are my 3 newbie goals I suggest for people, and then but you can kind of see how they eventually transform into the major goals that committing to this that we ended. But those are the action, guys. There's a second part of this that often gets ignored, and that's you're taking action, right, guys? So what's the other thing you gotta do? Accountability, guys. Accountability. Part of the reason I wanted to also do these monologues is that I think they are a good way to keep accountable. If I build an audience, right, people can watch this, be like, "Hey, you're fucking around, lose the weight, or this and that." And I actually yesterday's video was actually really about accountability. Because I think some people try to avoid accountability at all fucking cost. I mean, all cost. They are trying to avoid accountability, like without question. And I actually think that is why a lot of people. Well, yesterday's episode was why atheists hate God, and I think I'm not saying all atheists. I'm saying a lot of atheists, maybe about 80%, I would say. They try to escape accountability. Like when I press them on the issue, it always boils down to well, I don't want to live my life by an imaginary deity's standards. Basically, that's accountability, guys. That's you trying to opt out of accountability. And you could see it because there's other things they do and say, these particular people, that show that it's just not in that, like, it's accountability overall, right? So that's my big pet peeve. Like what is it, Dawkins? Richard Dawkins. I have no issue with him because the dude's fucking smart as hell, and he has good faith discussions. And you understand that he's not trying to escape accountability. He's just looking at this from a biological point of view. So but most people, like I said, 80% of people are not that, like 99% of people are not that smart to be able to really follow what he's saying. I mean, they just nod like, oh, that sounds good, but it's not really. It's not really. At that point, you're just following somebody else. You're not really thinking for yourself. So, one more, cool. So, anyways, to accountability, actually, there's 2 things. Before I go off on the religious tantrum, accountability, what do? Find a partner. Find someone that you can meet with once a week and have discussions with, and see how your life goals are going or not going, and they should have their own goals going on as well. Man, I should have left Butters in fucking Booty Bay. I'm gonna do that next time. And they should be having a discussion, like I said, a once a week discussion with you about things going on. And like I said, it's a little more than cheerleading, because like they should be they need to be willing to yell at you, basically. But yeah, accountability partner, I think, is and that's something Andy at Kill Your Inner Loser really push, is accountability partners. And I think that was a great fucking idea on his part. Fucking brilliant idea. So I kinda echo it all day. Come on, give me that last ring. But, how am I doing? Oh, am I now in? Alright. There we go, last ring. We kind of move on to back to the atheist thing, because I'll probably get some, one day some hate, so I want to make sure my message is always, clear on this issue. How I look at, well, you use the Bible because that's the big thing in the West. Wait. Oh, satire. I gotta kill some of the satires. So I had this discussion yesterday, and I've been very clear on this. I do not look at the Bible as literal history. I look at it as history that was mythologized. Okay, it's a little bit of a difference. However, I do not mean myth by fairy tale. Okay, that's not at all what I'm saying. I like John Vervaeke's view of myth, and I'm gonna keep that. Basically, people saw patterns, difficult patterns, to put a word to, so they wrote stories to capture the essence of these patterns. Okay. I kind of like to use the snake in the Garden of Eden story to kind of illustrate what I'm talking about. So if you just stripped away the mythological elements, or the quote-unquote fairy tale elements, what happens? The head of the household, aka God, brings in two new people. For whatever reason, like the motivation is never clearly stated, but for whatever reason, another member of that household attempts to ruin this relationship, get the other two in trouble. He succeeds, but instead of just those two getting in trouble, all three get into trouble and are punished, right? So that's basically what happens in the story. And let me show you how that pattern plays out even today. Let's say an employer hires two new people. He gives them, hey, these are the rules. Another employee gets a little, say, jealous, or we don't even know his motivation. But for whatever reason, he convinces these new employees to break the rules. The boss finds out, and he fires the whole lot. Like, not only the people that broke the rules, but he also fires the guys that convinced them to break the rules. Right, all three get in trouble. Like, this pattern happens a lot, guys. I've seen this twice in my working career, and I have heard it. Other people say very similar stories. So the point is, this is a pattern. This is a pattern that that occurs, guys. This is a real pattern that occurs. And how would you, the best way to describe this pattern, how would you name it? Like, we don't have a name for that pattern, but we all know what I'm talking about. So, and I'm sure they had the same problem, right? They saw this pattern happening over and over again, and they said, okay, we're going to write a story that captures the essence of it. Now, to be clear, though, I also think the Bible stories are symbolic, and symbolism means a literal metaphor, guys. I want to be clear about that. Literal metaphor. What that means is, I like to use the gosh damn it. I like to use a rose, because this is such an easy symbol. A rose to illustrate what I'm talking about. If I gave a girl a rose, I literally gave her a flower, right? That's the literal action. But what am I symbolically doing? What am I metaphorically doing? I am expressing interest. You could say I'm giving her my heart metaphorically, giving her my love. You know what I'm saying? I literally gave her a flower. I literally gave her a rose, but it is symbolically. It's the gesture metaphorically means more than just a simple me picking a flower and giving it to someone, right? That's what I mean. That's what a symbol is. Yay. Okay. Ooh, piece of food. I need a. So, I view the Bible very similar. That they have the myths are also symbolic, meaning probably something really did occur that that inspired the elements of the story, right? What exactly? I'm not sure, because I always said this, guys. If you went back in time, let's just say, for sake of argument, that the snake in the garden story is literal truth, right? Let's just entertain that thought for a second. I've always thought that if you did go back in time and you watch the events happen, you would be amazed, be like, this is not at all what I envisioned. Like this is so far away from what I envisioned. I mean, yeah, it's kind of, the story kind of is what it says, but there's so much more, and I would have worded it differently and stuff like that, right? That's how I kind of look at it. Like the way you see it, it's probably not. It's probably not even close to like the reality of what it actually is, or would look like to you if you witnessed it in real time. So I try to keep that, and I say that both directions true, because sometimes, because like I said, I don't agree with the atheist point of view that it's all nonsense, but I definitely don't agree with the Christian view or the conservative Christian view that it's or fundamentalist, whatever wording you want to use, that it's like history, like a recorded, like, speech type of history. I don't take that view. I think that's a very immature view. I think we have a very immature view of things. As I said in the opening, and it goes both ways. Okay, I gotta. I think. I don't think I get Silverleaf yet. Oh, can I? Oh, I can get Silverleaf. I didn't think I could get Silverleaf. It's gonna fail over and over again. So that's my views on the Bible, guys. I've made that clear. I'll probably keep making that clear throughout the whole thing, this whole podcast. Because I want to make sure everyone knows where I'm at. I don't want people saying, "No, you said this or you believe this." I'm like, no, I know what I said, and it's on video. Okay. So that's my view. Now, one of the things I do think they really nail in Scripture is something called the Deuteronomy 32 worldview. And I'm gonna give this in a cool. I'm gonna give this in a very secular way of describing it, because it kind of, there's a lot biblically to back this up, but I think secularly it will make more sense of what I'm talking about, and that is that okay, so just as love or hate or sadness exist independently of people feeling it, right? So let me say it again. Just as love and hate and sadness exist independently of people feeling it, I think narratives exist independently of people as well. Okay, narratives, vibes, mob mentalities, things of this nature. I think they exist, and that so in other words, people don't create ideologies. Ideologies just exist, and people are attracted to them. Okay. Now that's a very mind-bending concept, and it's a very scary one at that. And the reason it's scary is it means we don't really have agency over our lives. At least, like we are not as free thinking as we would like to think we are. We're not. Wait, what do I gotta do? Cool. We do not have as much agency over our lives as we would want. So really, what I'm saying is that narratives rule us, not the other way around. People don't rule so I'm getting some questions. So I gotta get some questions right now. Anyways, narratives are way narratives have more influence, basically power over people, and that it's not like it wasn't like an evil boardroom came up with the narrative. The narrative existed, and the boardroom is just its agents, right? It's the reversal, because a lot of people like to have the idea that there's like, I don't know, some evil collective that's like, trying to control the world. And what I think is really happening is this: there are general narratives that high individuals have that lead to certain outcomes. It's a very hard concept to get into. More for the state. Oh yeah, this guy's asking. Making a pitch, trying to get new views on this show. Where is? Oh, there they are. So oh, there we go. Oh, full. The fuck. Okay. Sorry guys, I was just making a pitch. I had some questions to chat. Anyways, so that's my view on. So, anyways, I think narratives are way more influential to people than we really give them credit for. And like I said, that idea kind of scares people because more or less it's like, oh, I'm not in control of my life. I'm like, no, you're not. So, well, I don't think you are. I don't think any of us are really are. Not at least in the way that we think we are. And I think the real question is, what narratives do you want to follow? What stories do you want to embrace or not embrace? Right? I think that's really the question that everyone has to argue with. What narratives? So, and that kind of leads me to the like the, I guess, the narratives I'm gonna be I'm gonna kind of be getting into a little bit, guys. So Western civilization's kind of based on Western thinking is really based on I'm gonna say like three things. I mean, there's a little bit more than that, guys. I understand that, but just to keep it simplified, the biblical stories, the epics of Homer, and the some Greek and Roman philosophy, right? And I think of all the Greeks or Romans. I know a lot of people talk about Plato, Socrates, but I think Marcus Aurelius is probably king, because he didn't sit there and think. He led wars, right? He was a Roman emperor. He had successful war campaigns. So he's got like the real experience under his belt, right? So I think I'm gonna be, but I don't. That's not to push aside Plato or Aristotle or Socrates. I'm just saying, like, that's something to keep in mind. And I want us to So those are the type of readings, guys. I might do a little bit of Shakespeare too, because I think he influenced Western thinking as well, in a way. But generally, those three, the three I just listed, I think are big. Right. So, what are some narratives I think would do good for people? I've kind of listed some sources, but like general things I've come to really appreciate. One is I heard this saying from my mentor, and I really liked it. And it was called "Embrace the Weird," because you'll do way more better in life than that. I think they get, and I don't mean like weird, like super weirdo, like wanting to kidnap people weirdo. He just meant we all have unique little habits or interests that we kind of are embarrassed, and really we should embrace them more often, because they probably would lead us into better success, right? I think that somebody else I know made that argument that we are way too sterile of a society right now. And by sterile, I mean where is the fucking whoop? Like everything's too much the same, right? Not enough difference is what I mean by sterile. Oh no, move. Oh man, can't get a break here. Oh, someone's healing me, right? Cool. Anyways, embrace the weird. I said this the other day. I think that's a really good, where is this other stone at? I'm not seeing. A really good, idea to embrace. One of the favorite things I've heard recently is make every day your, oh, there it is. One. Make every day your masterpiece. I think that's a really good saying. Make each day your masterpiece. Make each day your masterpiece. Every day requires your best. I think that's another good one. But one thing I am really I have come up with, and I say this a lot, is die with dignity. And this kind of goes back to the accountability thing I was talking about earlier. How people try to escape accountability. If you fuck up, okay, this is basically, I'm gonna put it like this: if you fuck up and you know you fucked up, like you like, oh, that was not cool, and you know you're in trouble, right? Don't try to escape the executioner's block. Just put your head down there and be like, well, I fucked up. Time to eat the consequence. Okay. What? Sorry, some. Your life will be just better if you like. All right, I'm gonna take the executioner block. Okay, it'll be far less painful. And a lot of people try to escape that, right? They don't want to be executed, and rightfully so. But you gotta be kidding me. What do I want to get rid of? There you go. Man, I gotta get another bag. I'm gonna have to have Butters give this guy another bag. Where is the fire? Where is the fucking fire at? I know I've seen it before. I just can't remember where. It's like this big fucking purple fire. Destroy the ancient Wait, am I even in the right fucking area? Probably not. No, I'm in the right area. Is that it? I don't think that's it. That's not it. I thought it was fucking purple. Where is it? So yeah, those are my sayings, guys, right now that I've kind of thought about over the last few days that I've collected. Embrace the weird. Make each day your masterpiece. I swear, I think that's the flame. Is that not the flame? No. It's purple. I know it's big blue fucking flame. Oh. I don't care. Like I said, a lot of people try to avoid consequences. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. So I guess we've. Oh, there it is. Man, I thought that thing was way brighter than that. So I guess we've kind of reached the end of the things I was going to talk about. So let me just cool, right? Cool. So I guess we can kind of. Oh, so I guess that I guess I want to kind of circle around, I guess, guys, and kind of, finish these ideas of so I just finishing this up. Finish these ideas of what makes an adult, right? What makes an adult? And we're probably gonna revisit this question over and over again. As we go through. Do I have a staff? Oh, yes, I do have a staff. Oh, that's what that is. I didn't bring it out. Okay. Cool. I gotta do one more thing. I gotta find a fucking bear. And oop, I think these guys dropped the. Find the bear and where's it at? The hell? Oh. Cool. Got it. Alright, let's go turn this shit in. So anyways, guys, what is an adult, guys? And I think I like to sum it up with this. It's the building of your own household, where you try to build excellency. Okay, guys. You try to you know, transform your body. You try to build wealth. You try to have unadulterated sex. Right? These are as my health fitness my fitness coach says, uncompromisable. These are what you should be aiming for. And I agree with them 100%. If I could get him on this channel, that would be awesome. And we got some quests to turn in, guys. And like I said, we've talked about how to do each of these very, very broadly. I'm probably gonna focus down on a few. I think the fitness one will be where we start at, and we're gonna really drive that home over the next few weeks. Yeah, maybe tomorrow I should go weigh myself, right? Fucking fat butters. I've been eating like shit lately. I've been just under a lot of stress. Work stress, life stress. Gets to me. Gets to me, guys. I think this has been a pretty good episode. Like I said, I let me see here. I've gone through this whole list, guys, and where am I at right now in the time? I don't even know where I am at the time. Oh, hour. Yeah, that's about an hour and a half. Okay, yeah, I'm doing pretty good with the time. Okay, just took this. This is just a big zone. We've covered a lot tonight. Cool. Hey, what's the other quest? What is that? Yeah. Oh. I gotta sell some shit here. Hi guys, sorry. that all the quest? I think that's all the quest. Oh, I gotta use it right here. Okay. Oh, yeah, gotta get that. Oh, before I go, I gotta get that, fill that up with the moon water, otherwise it'll be trouble. Yeah, we talked a lot about a lot of stuff today, guys. Quite a bit, man. Kinda happy. Cool. Alright, let's take a look here. We're gonna go 2. Okay, we're gonna go 3. Okay. Alright, cool. Well, these guys, my guild's really kicking ass right now, and ZG. Alright, keep pushing forward. This did. Ooh. Boy, I'm a long way from 60, guys. Long way from 60 on this. Oh, sometimes I wish I had rolled an enchanter. I'm gonna be an alchemist right now. I'm gonna be an alchemist, though. I have to look into it, but I think I might get the I might go tailoring to get the I don't know, to get the epic robe. We'll make those decisions when I'm at 60. Pain Princess, that's a good name. I like that name. Clever player. Turn this quest in, and then let me think here. I think tomorrow's Lockmodon. If I get this done tonight, I think I'll get this done tonight. The dog's passed out. Cool. Immune. Alright, turn this in, and that be that. Cool. 15, guys. 15. Where do I want to put this in? I want to do this. Yep. I want to do this here. Yep. I think that's the better of the two right now. These things are not really hurting me all that much. Where do I want to go here? Okay, do these, and then that. Excuse me. Time to do some shipwreck quest. Yeah. Man, I wish I was a lock. Fucking underwater breathing right now would be helpful, but oh well. I hate this quest. This is a good quest to die on. Like if you were hardcore, I would totally skip this quest. Or if you're a lock would probably make this would be very easy with a lock. But as a oh no, I'm fucking stuck. See what I'm talking about? Jesus, I almost died there. Would have been bad, super bad. I mean, I'm just saying a hardcore character, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna die. I'm surprised they never had an underwater dungeon in Classic WoW. I think that would have been kind of a cool, really cool concept. I would have put an underwater dungeon in here. That made warlocks fairly valuable. See any underwater bleeding? No. That's so bullshit. I don't even know who's in combat with. Probably hit like 1,000 fucking mobs on me in a minute. Oh! Gotta get out of here, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. My god, there's fucking shit everywhere, man. Holy shit, dude. I just can't get him. Jesus, man. Fuck that. I gotta get out of here. I'll die. Ah, thank God this ain't hardcore. Fuck. Gosh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Man, this fucking quest is hard because these mobs are just everywhere and they respawn so quickly. I'll give myself a little bit more health. Got it. Man, that was close. What do I gotta do now? Get the beached animal, kill some tigers. I don't think I'm gonna get this all done today, guys. There's still a lot. Oof, man, there was a lot. I might just do half today, man. There was just a lot of stuff. The zone's a lot. A Saturday morning, I probably could do this. I got time. I got a lot. Critical Shadow. I don't know, I don't particularly like Shadow. I don't want damage, I don't want to heal. I'm going to dungeon and heal the shit out of it. That's what I want to do. Well, I think I'm gonna, I don't know. Is that it? That is it. Cool. I think I'm gonna wrap this up today, guys. Is that it? Right? Yeah, that's it. Cool. Just kind of getting tired, and I got 2 levels today. I wanted to try to finish the zone, but there's just a lot of quests in the zone, and I'm pretty exhausted mentally. So basically, guys, what we talked about today, just kind of to wrap it up, is that I think one of the most I'm gonna piss these people off. I just say shit like that because what if you get carried to kill KT? Anyways, guys, bring it back to bring it all together. Maybe I'm too far away. I'm on top of the damn thing. So I feel like I said, I think we need this is craving. I think there's a huge craving for people to want to shoot. Pardon me. Oh, my allergies are killing me today. To end this stagnation and really start progressing in their lives. I'm not hurt. I think I'm done for the day. Basically, they want to be an adult, and I define an adult as somebody who is actively trying to build a household, right, guys? And that household can take many shapes or forms, guys. A lot of people think a household means a wife, kids. And that is certainly a version of a household, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. Okay. I guess it could be you're building your inner dwelling, right? The biggest things, guys. Again, the biggest things, guys. I advocate to get out of stagnation is action and accountability, right? So you're gonna again hit the gym, get your diet, find a non-wow hobby, learn sales, marketing, how to lower your taxes, right? These will get the wheels turning. Find an accountability partner, someone to hold you accountable, someone to have a weekly or bi-weekly meeting with to see how things are going. Okay. And then the thing I think that is, so that's like what to do. Now the thing I think that is roadblocking a lot of people is I call them rogue narratives, bad narratives that you hold to be true that are really destroying your life. And everyone has them, and it's kind of hard to pick them out. And I think tomorrow I might do an episode on. I think tomorrow I'm going to do an episode on what is a rogue narrative. Okay, like I'm going to give you an actual rogue narrative that people believe and you can see play out in society right now. Okay, so that's probably going to be tomorrow's episode. That or the weightlifting. I'm not sure which one. I think the rogue narrative would probably be more valuable to the audience. So that's the thing, guys. So remember, you gotta take action. You gotta be accountable to get out of the stagnation. But you also have to be aware. You have to be fully, visually aware of the roadblocks that are stopping you. And I think the major roadblocks, like I said, are these narratives, all these ideologies that are just so saturated in everyday culture. You don't even know or aware that you're being told them or fed them. You don't even know that they are narratives. And I'm gonna like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna really point one out, and you're gonna see it, and you're gonna understand it, and you're gonna be like, okay, I totally get what Mr. Butterfield is talking about. So that's what I got for you guys for today. I hope you got something out of this. I'll try to make them, like as I go more and more episodes, I'll try to get a longer script out of points to talk about and this and that. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a good evening, and I will see you on the next adventure later.